Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Uplift Beyond. That's the YouTube channel name. That's the ministry name. Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. I'm Sean Christopher Jenkins. This is my son, Zion. Hey, say hi to everybody. Say hi. Hi. You want to say hi? Hi. Yeah, there you go. My son is 18 months, right? Yep. He's 18 months now. All right. And he's starting to wave at people now. Say hi. 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 You see his hand, guys? It's where the name is and stuff. But anyways, I was asked an amazing question. So, like I said, if you guys got any financial questions, you're interested in investing in stocks, you let me know and just send me a DM if you got any questions. All right. And so somebody asked me a question. It's actually one of my cousins, one of my many cousins. All right. So let's go to it real quick. So he saw my last video that I did talking about how much I made last year. So I've been unemployed since 2023, technically. Like the jobs that I've had, if I'm being honest, only made $11 an hour. Or and babe, I need you to come get them. Only made $11 an hour, or or I barely worked, so I worked like probably not even 18 hours in a week. So yeah, I have not worked since 2023 technically. Like I used to make $30 an hour. I used to make $40 an hour being a QA analyst, a software tester, basically a software developer. But I haven't done that since 2023. So I've been in a weird situation. But even though I haven't been working, like all of 2025, I did not work at all. Like until Halloween, I made $1,783 the whole entire year. Right. Then my wife, she made $1,499 the whole entire year. So she only worked during the beginning of the year on and off, probably like probably like 6 hours a week or something for a few weeks and then stop because of our son. He was a newborn, so we had to take care of him. So like, and we don't believe in daycare or anything like that. I ain't gonna waste no money on daycare. That's something else too. Like you gotta be careful where you spend your money. You gotta be real cautious of where your money's going to because not everything deserves your hard-earned money, right? So I made $93,000 total in the whole entire year, right? But from stocks, I made $83,000. That's how I made all my money last year from stocks, right? And the same can happen for you. So my cousin asked me, and I'm gonna give you guys my hand, all right? So he said, "Man, you got to tell me though, how did you make $80,000 in stocks without a job and still survive without paying bills?" And the first answer I'm going to give you is I was smart with where I held my money, where I placed my money. That's the biggest thing I want to tell you guys. Let me make sure you guys can see my face when I answer this question. And let me just go ahead and make it smaller than what it is, right? All right, yeah. So to answer your question, okay, like and this is for everybody. Where is your money currently? If it's in a savings account, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And so people used to always say, put your money in a CD, put your money in the money market, because at least it will go up in value. Like, but how do you do that? I'm gonna tell you how. All right. I'm gonna tell you how. You hear that, but people don't ever tell you and direct you where to go. I'm gonna tell you where to go to. So get American Express, the app, right? American Express, and start a high yield savings account. That's what's called a high yield savings account. It's HY yeah, okay. So the acronym, high yield savings account, right? And so then you place your money there instead of a checkings account. So you're scared of investing your money. If you're scared of losing your money from investing, at least put your money in a CD, a high yield savings account. So based on where the market is, or it changes monthly, but you can make at least 4%, 3%, 2% at the worst, back on 2%, a 2% return based on however much money you put in the account. So you get interest on how much money you have and how much money you put into that account, just placing it there. And you don't get penalized for transferring it out or taking it out. So you can take it out at any time. You're not bound or limited to just holding your money there. And so I understand some people are scared, right? So American Express ain't the only company you can go with, but that's the one I know, right? For a high yield savings account where you can simply just transfer your money. And if you have $10,000, what are you? If you have $10,000 I'm gonna do the math for you, right? If you have $50,000, the more money you have, what are you doing in a savings account? What are you doing? So, and I'm telling you guys this because I learned from experience. Like, how long does it take to spend $30,000 from bills? How long does it take to spend $50,000 and blow it? Because you got bills and you're unemployed. It don't take long. So I'm telling you guys, you have to when you poop, when you're going to work, when you're sleeping, you need to be making money every second of every day because time is money and money is time. So instead of going somewhere, giving your time to make money, your money has to be going to work for you 24/7. Why? Because in this capitalistic culture, the man that's our enemy, that's controlling everything, the man, that's what I'm calling it, the system, like they're making money every second, every time you blink. Like the economy, inflation, the cost of living is going up. So you have to be making money. But that's just talking from a little bitty perspective. But to answer my cousin's question, like I made $80,000 in stock without a job and still survived with paying bills. Like, let me paint a picture. I made 80,000, right? So I made 83,000. Let's go back to it, right? I'm giving you guys my hand. I made 83,000 from stocks last year, right? And I'm not talking about my other years, right? I'll do that in another video. But from last year alone, I made 83, right? All right. But like I spent $75,000. Did you guys hear me? I spent $75,000. 75. The year before, I think I spent the whole entire year like 55,000. So that's the most money I ever spent in a year. 75 because of my son, because of my wife. I got a family now, so it's different. It's not just me. But the year before, it was me and my wife. So I guess my son just added. I don't know. I still gotta look at my paperwork and do the math and see where the money came from. So like I budget, right? So that's something else I do. But to answer you, go back to my cousin's question, man. How did I survive paying bills? Like I said, he said, "What's your secret?" It's a secret because not everybody does it. And we've been taught that in order to make money, we got to work. We got to go to a job. We got to give our time to a job. Like we got to get a career. We got to go to school. Like that's the way to make money. No, it's not. Like that's not the only way. That's what they used to do back in slavery time period and ancient time periods and archaic time periods. But that's not today's economy anymore. That's in the future. It has changed. The goalpost has moved. They figured out like people, the average man figured it out. The man did. They figured out that the average man figured it out. So they moved the goalposts of how to make it in life. So just having a job and working and making money, that's not going to get you over. Just having a savings account, that's not enough. You have to be making more money than the money that you made. And then your money has to be working for you when you're not working, right? That's how I made it over. That's how I'm still paying bills. Like I figured out a way. Now I'm gonna change it. I figured out the best way, the best places to place my money, position my money when I'm sleeping, when I'm pooping, where it can grow in value more than ever before, right? So, yeah, I didn't read this part. My portfolio isn't where I want it to be, and it's mostly because I've been selling a lot just to survive in the economy. And I'm happy you said that. I want to say too, I've been selling out of my stocks way too much. I'm about to talk about that right now. Like, but I've only been selling so much because I've been seeing deals in the market. You remember how I said, like, it matters where you place your money. So where is your money currently? Where is it? What is it doing? If it's not doing nothing, you need to move it. You need to move it somewhere where it's going to be doing something. And then also, I'm going to change the question. Like, and here's the whole point of the video. How fast do you need that money? How fast are you trying to make money? Like, how much money are you trying to make? And how long are you willing to wait in order to make a fortune? Because I will say, when it comes to stocks, Warren Buffett said it. He's the best investor ever. It's not even debatable. He's the best stock investor ever. It's not debatable. And the other ones that are even come close to being in the same breath as him is Peter Lynch and Howard Marks. Now, I said those names. I'm going to be talking about them on this YouTube channel, but it will behoove you to do research on them and the stuff that they say, read their books, because that's how you're going to learn this game. Because it's a game. I'm going to tell you the game. Life is a simulation. It's just like with the computer system, there's a certain way of how you need to function and operate in this simulation of life when it comes to money. And if you don't operate in that manner, you will not make no money. You have to master it. It's something you have to master. You have to study it. You have to dedicate time to this, because the way somebody else made money may not work for you. So you have to figure out, how is it going to work for you, for me, for my family, and with my risk tolerance and what I'm willing to do. So I'm about to show you guys something real quick when it came to me. So let's go ahead and go to it. So this is my portfolio right now. So I showed on social media, I finally made it to $101,000. I think my account made it to 104,000, but I started selling out of stuff. Okay, because and I had bills to pay, right? So now I'm in a weird situation, but it's okay, because I know I'm willing to. I won't say it's not betting the farm, because I know it, the risk tolerance, it ain't that risky what I'm doing, because the stocks that I'm in are so great. But these are a few of the stocks I believe in. Let me make the screen bigger so you guys can see it, all right? Because that's more important, all right, than me. Let me see if I can make it even bigger, because you guys can barely see it. All right, yeah, that should be better. But these are some stocks I really believe in. So if I was to tell you guys what stocks to invest in, here are some of the stocks I would give to you to invest in. All right, so we got AMD. So as you guys can see, AMD at that time, this is about just about 3 weeks ago. It was at $410. Now AMD is at $523 as of today, June 4th, 2026, Thursday. I've been buying this stock since 2020, when it was at $70, I think. I think it went to $70 or $101, something like that. But I've been buying it up since then. I've been making money in AMD stock since 2020. So remember how I said it matters where you place your money? If you can't make money in what you're in right now, and if I'm talking to investors right now, like if you've been investing and your stock hasn't done anything for 5 years, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I mean, yeah, in certain situations, it's okay to be in stocks like that, but here's the kicker though. You could have put your money in a place where you could have made money, and you could have got a better return of investment on the money that you invested in that stock that's losing for you right now, if you just would have had your money in a winner. That's what I'm calling it. You got winners and you got losers in this market, and you need to be where the winners are. Like you're not going to always be where the winners are. Like some of the stocks that I'm in right now, I'm losing. Like I'm losing in Celsius stocks right now. This is my stock portfolio right now, right this second. It's at $89,000 right now, right? So like right now I have invested like about, I would say about 83,000, 81,000. You guys can do the math right here. So like I could get in the negative. Like who knows? Like I'm only up $4,000, right? But look at this though. My winner, AMD, is at $14,000. I'm up $8,000. So like I can live off this for a minute, because there's a potential that AMD may go to $1,000. Now, just because I said that doesn't mean you need to put your money in it, because Warren Buffett said it matters. It doesn't time in the, he said time in the market beats time in the market. So I'm gonna start saying a lot of quotes that Peter Lynch, Howard Marks, and Warren Buffett said, and educate you guys on how this game works, because you have to be educated on how to do these things. I'm going to leave a scripture verse to prove my point. Like Proverbs 21:5 says, good planning and hard work leads to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts only leads to poverty. So like you got to plan, you got to work hard in order to have much success. So like same thing with money. Anything that comes easy doesn't last. But if it takes work, that's how you know it's going to work for you. So like I did research on why I believe in these stocks, why I'm invested in them. So like you should never be invested in something you don't know. So I'll be talking about why I'm investing in each and every single stock. Like my main winner right now is SoFi. Like, I mean, that's the hottest stock I want to invest in right now. You see, so like everybody's investment and strategy is different. Everybody invest differently because they have a different risk tolerance and they have different convictions, and they also are experts in different stuff. So again, I said I was a computer scientist. That was my undergraduate. I was a software developer, software tester technically. So obviously my stocks will be more techie. Right now it's not on the techie side, but if you look at my winners, they were. So like since 2020, I invested in Palantir. That's still my number one stock all time. Tesla, AMD, Nvidia. So like if you look at my best stocks over time, Google and YouTube, well, Google is YouTube, Google and Amazon, like those are my favorite stocks of all time. But specifically Palantir, SoFi, and AMD. So like if you guys see those dip, you can bet your farm and just put all your money in it. But when I say that, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like over time. It's called dollar cost averaging. That's what Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, and Howard Marks recommend. Like paycheck to paycheck. Every single time you make money, you need to be investing your money. Somebody just asked me, I'm gonna do a video specifically tailored towards her, Ashley. Like, I'm talking to you. Like, when it comes to investing your money, you do it little by little. You don't do it betting the farm, like I said, unless you have mastered a stock, you understand a stock fully, you know how a stock moves, you've been in a stock a long time, and you just know for sure without a shadow of a doubt what this stock's gonna do. I just told you AMD is gonna go to $1,000. It may go to $2,000. So like that's why I got some shares still in it. But I typically in the past always sell out of the stock when it has that big a percent, when it goes up that much. Like my average share price is $198 for this right now, but it was like $120. It was something real low, but like obviously because I've been selling out over time, that cost, that average cost goes up because because when you sell off and stuff. I'll talk about that another time, but all you need to know is, man, like there's a time to be in a stock and there's a time to be out of a stock, and you got to know what that time is. So my cousin asked, like, I'm giving you a lot of answers. Like, how did I survive without, with paying bills, and I made $8,000? Like, my secret is you got to know the time, when to be in a stock and when to be out of a stock. But honestly, nobody knows the time. That's what Peter Lynch said, right? Like, nobody can predict when to be in the market and when to be out of a market. So they say Peter Lynch, Howard Marks, and Warren Buffett, they say time in the market beats time in the market. Time in the market beats time in the market. So that's one thing I'm gonna hone in a lot and hit you guys a lot with on this YouTube channel. So like there's a time to be in a stock and there's a time not to be in a stock, right? That's obvious. But then also you can't time the market. So like just me saying like I'm gonna be out of AMD at $2,000. Well, that depends on there's a lot of factors that's gonna get AMD to $2,000, and all the factors have to be in their favor. Every single factor has to be in their favor, and the possibility of that is really low, really really low. But also it's really high because AMD is just killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know and master and know that stock, that CEO, that even the investors. So like just the regular market and individuals and people, like you got to know what they're doing and stuff. So like you guys see, like with my portfolio, like I was saying, I've been selling out of AMD, and even today you see a highlight because I sold out some shares of AMD and put it in Celsius because Celsius went down to $27. Oh my gosh, Celsius Holdings. Have you heard of Celsius? Hell, Celsius, bro. Like I like stocks that are popular, that's in demand. But also I'm gonna go further. I like stocks that are the monopolies, that they buy up everybody's business. They're in every single sector and they just run everything. Who comes to mind when I said that? Amazon, Apple, Google, Tesla's right there. So anything in the Mag 7, you can't go with the wrong if you invest your money in the Mag 7. And that's why I don't like mutual funds, because like if you look at a mutual fund, you're invested in 1,000 stocks. So because diversity, they say diversity is good. No, it's not, because you can be diversified too much. And then also if you look at a mutual fund, you'll see that out of 3 stocks, or maybe 5 if they're lucky, those are the winners. Like those are the ones that made 2,000% or something crazy. So like the reason why I made so much money, right, last year, is because like I was in winners only. I was not in losers really. And if I was, I got out of them. So like for example, right now, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum is a loser. It hasn't done anything for 2 years now, or maybe a year and a half. So like I've gotten out of them. Like I'm still buying it $5 a day every single day, both of them. So $10 a day total. But like anytime I see a deal, like right now with Celsius, I take that $300 or $500 or even $80 that's invested in my Coinbase account. Coinbase, that's how you get in the Bitcoin, Ethereum, by the way. So I'm giving you guys the game plan. Like, and I take that money and I put it in Celsius, right? Uh, or I put it in Nike. Like Nike hasn't been this low. See, I'm giving you guys a game plan. Nike hasn't been this low for a decade since Michael Jordan played for the Washington Wizards in 2023. So when a stock goes that low, it is freaking Nike. See, it'd be different if it was McDonald's or Walgreens. Like they had their course. They had their season. But like Nike or even Disney, I'll put Disney in that ballpark too. If Nike and Disney go back to being a penny stock or go back, even Bitcoin, if Bitcoin went back to where it was, which that means Bitcoin has to go to at least 18,000, 20, 21,000, even 30,000. If Bitcoin goes that low, that's when you know I can put a good bit of money into this, because it's more than likely that it will never go that low again. Because if you look how stocks move, how the anything that you can invest in, stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, options, like there's, over time, give it 20 years, 30 years, like those kind of stocks, like there's certain points that they'll never go that low to, because it's been in the market for so long. See, time in the market beats time in the market. So there's just certain assets in life that grow up in value so much every year, every decade, every century, that eventually it will never go to certain places because it went up so much. So like the cost of living, right? The cost of living is so high, right? That it's never gonna go back to freaking wages ain't never gonna go back to $2 an hour, right? And then also houses will never go back to being 1,000. You could purchase a house for $2,000. Like certain stuff is just impossible. But in the stock market, when you see that deal happens, you can buy a house for $1,000,000 or you can buy a house for $10. Which one would you prefer? So when Nike goes to $43, would you rather pay for Nike stock at $43 or its 52-week high $80? Right, but it's also been at $200. I think. Let's look it up. Has Nike been at $200 before? And this is another kicker. This is why I'm invested in Nike. Nike has been at $177. You don't think Nike, the best? Who's better than Nike? Adidas, Under Armour. Just please name a company that's better than Nike. That's in Nike's field of what they do for athletes. There's none. And then honestly, I say I like monopolies. Nike is really heavily involved with the NBA. All the greatest NBA players of all time. Look at it. All the greatest NBA players of all time are all endorsed by Nike. The faces of the league, the ones that the NBA, promotes the most, all involved in faces of Nike. Nike's it, man. Like it don't get better than Nike, and that's just the NBA. I ain't talking about tennis. I ain't talking about anything else. Track, come on, Nike. Like so you see what I'm saying? That's how you invest. You're when it comes, if you're investing in stocks. All right, I'm just talking about stocks, right? If to be successful in stocks, you got to be in. I said a winner. A winner is a company that's ran by a great CEO that has a lot of room to grow, not just a little. Like McDonald's has a little room to grow. Like it already is everywhere. It already is McDonald's. Like where else can it go? Nike. You could say the same thing about Nike, but Nike, they're the best at what they do. Like they're the top in their field. Like they could do a lot more. And they took it a step back because they had bad CEOs the past few years, and they just got a good one that literally was a part of Nike when Michael Jordan was playing for the Bulls. So like he knows the brand. The person before him ruined Nike. That's why it's taking a step back and their shares are so bad. But watch it. And then also Nike's a dividend stock. So like I have so many shares in Nike, 300 shares, right? That like I think I make close. I know I make close to, but it's probably $500. Like I make $500 4 times a year, so I make $2,000 just from holding my money in Nike. You see what I'm saying? You see the game? It matters where you place your money, because your money can be making you money. Like literally, if you just invest in dividend stocks, like this is just one idea. I want to do it because again, you gotta go where the winners are. Like what is gonna make me the most money in with my goal? Like my goal is to make the most money to have the most money available to me in 2 weeks, in a month, and definitely 2 months to 3 months. Like I need money. SoFi was just at $32. That's his 52-week high. I've been buying SoFi since 2020, when it was at $6 a share. So that's why my share price is $15. But what's funny, right now it says I have 1,760 shares because I've been buying it up at $15 and $16 like crazy. That's why my share price is $15 right now and $18 because I had to reinvest in it because I've been selling SoFi because I have bills to pay. I've been doing that since 2023, like since I moved, since I've been unemployed. So like, and I've been selling out of AMD stock. Like I had about like definitely 4,000 shares of SoFi, and I definitely had probably about let's just say about 450 shares of AMD, something like that. So I had definitely had about $50,000 invested in both. But with SoFi, I probably had about 65,000 now. So like that's the game, guys. Like, where do you place your money? What are you doing with your money? What can make me the most money? And when it comes to my goals, my financial goals. So like that's how you need to invest. Like I want to talk about these other stocks, but I'll just stick with Elf and Celsius. Like I've never seen Elf at $51 before. So the risk to reward is so great. Like there's no risk. Like Elf has never been that low. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. Let me stop sharing my screen so you guys can see my face. Cause I look good. I look fly. I look good. Touch my swag. Wish you could. Like, okay. Like when it comes to investing, okay. How am I gonna say this? Um it You hear like people like Dave Ramsey say it's so risky. Like he doesn't believe in stocks at all. He only believes in mutual funds. But that's his opinion. That's his risk tolerance, and that's what he's experienced. Like I'm telling you now, like when it comes to stocks, it's not risky at all. Like it's only risky when you don't know what you're doing, when you don't know what you're invested in. And Warren Buffett advised, don't be invested in things that you don't understand. So if somebody's trying to tell you to do something, don't do it if you don't know what you're doing. Like until you figure out what you're doing, don't invest. Right. So the reason why I can put so much money, I don't know if you guys saw it, I have 30,000 something dollars invested in SoFi almost. Like I have that much invested in it because I know for sure SoFi is not just going to go back to $32. SoFi is going to go to $80 in the next 6 months or year, and it has the potential to go to $200. And it's not just me talking about it. It'd be different with me just saying it. Like it's a great company. It's not in any debt. Like it has. It's just growing. It's gaining more customers every single day, right? And also it's honestly gonna I think it's gonna be a monopoly. It's gonna take out traditional banks like Regions is lame. Bank of America, I'm invested in them. I mean not invested, but I bank with them, but I prefer to bank with SoFi. So I'm about to switch. So like see what I'm saying? Like because they're doing so much more than the typical bank. So like you gotta be investing in things that are in the future, that's innovative, that has a long shelf life. Like not I wouldn't say any of the stocks right now I have is gonna be around in the next 100 years. But the ones that will is probably like Tesla. I want to be invested in SpaceX. I want to be invested in Amazon. Amazon, come on, Amazon, bro, come on. Google, the internet's still gonna be around, even with the metaverse and virtual reality, because that's the internet. Like, so, like, there's just certain stocks. Like, if I'm being put in a coma for 50 years, like, if I'm in a coma for 50 years, I want to come out a billionaire because I'm invested and have my money in the right places. That's my secret. And honestly, like the buck don't stop here. Like anything could happen to take me out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like perfectly, it doesn't. So yeah, so that's to answer my cousin's question. How did I survive? Paying bills, you know, and I was unemployed, right? Like, how did I do it? What's my secret? That's it. Like you got to put your money in places where it's going to grow up in value. So I have my money in so many places, like not even that many places actually. I have it in enough places to where if anything happens in the economy, like one of them are going to win. But it's a good chance like a lot of them win. And it's a good chance every single one of them will win, right? So like I know I was talking with my cousin. He said I should put my money somewhere else instead of Nike. I will, but I'm gonna wait till Nike go to $60, till Nike go to $50, and it's gonna happen within the next few months. I'm willing to wait 3 months, but like it has to happen. Like I really hope it happens. But even if it don't, I make money from Nike from it being a dividend stock. $2,000 a year. What would you do with $2,000 more a year from just holding the stock? But that's a kicker too. Like I can make even more money from it because I have like $16,000 invested in Nike. So that's like 300 shares, right? So like If it goes up, I make money. And if I just hold it, I make money. So like that's the game. Like you have to be invested. It matters what you're invested in, right? That's what I'm gonna keep it short. All right. So that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, you guys know what to do. Like go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, Uplift Beyond the 9 to 5. That's also my Facebook page as well that I just started, Uplift Beyond the 9 to 5. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start a TikTok, a TikTok, and an Instagram page that just solely has my financial advice and videos on it. So yeah, be sure to follow those. You got any questions, DM me on Facebook. My Facebook page is Sean Christopher Jenkins, and I'll answer your question on Facebook. All right, here goes my other social media pages. Please support them. And my ministry is Uplift Past Crossroads. That's where I talk about the Bible. You'll see all my sermons and stuff like that. I got almost 700 videos on this channel. Worked really hard on it. Has since 2018. So I'm just starting this financial advice channel and education channel. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So perfectly, this is a it leads to an extra stream of income, but it won't if you don't click the like button, comment, and share and interact with this video. If you any video ideas, let me know, please. Just put it in the comment section. That helps me out more, right? Comment section, wherever you're watching from, and like this video, all right? And keep on watching all my videos and like them and stuff, because there's a lot more coming, and I got a lot more things to say about stocks to educate you and help you. I hope this video helped you. You guys have a great time investing. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace out.